Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm here with Brant Brooks from LifeSpan, and Brent is standing on a
It's actually a LifeSpan TR1200 DT. This is the new Treadmill Desk by LifeSpan Fitness.
It's crazy. I love the idea though, because my old job, one of them had a place where you could work at a stand-up desk.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Yeah. And really, it was I felt like it was pretty cool because I didn't like sitting down all day long.
Exactly.
But the idea of being able to stand on a treadmill and walk while you're working is pretty cool.
It is, and in fact, just recently in the last year or so, there have been numerous studies showing the dangers of inactivity, and that's exactly why we came out with this.
That is terrific. Well, so tell me, how long has it been out then?
It's been on the market for about 8 months.
Really?
People use it for various reasons. Some people use it just to remain active at the workplace. Other people use it to lose weight.
Yeah, that's really good. I like the idea of, like I said, of not just standing, but actually having some movement to it, because it does. I noticed that standing and working was hard to do. I mean, it was hard to get used to. It was hard to do it for a long period of time because you are kind of, you're not really moving around.
Right, you're standing on the balls of your feet, and after a while you start shifting back and forth. We're actually designed as people to be moving throughout the day. I mean, if you look at jobs nowadays, a good 50% of people have desk jobs, and back in like 1950, only 20%. So you could tell that we've kind of become a more sedentary country.
Exactly, and it's bad enough that we're doing it at home.
Right.
Doing it at work too is not an ideal situation.
Well, and if you look at somebody's daily lifestyle, basically after you get up in the morning, you drive to work, you sit down for 8 hours, you drive back home, you sit down and watch TV. So we sit about 11 plus hours per day.
Wow, that's way too much. There's no doubt of that, I'm sure.
Right.
Well, the funny part about this is it's very futuristic. It seems to me an awful lot like the Jetsons.
Right. Right. And that's a good point. I actually, I used to work in a pharmacy, and I had the opportunity to take this job to come and look at this and sell this, and I honestly see, 10 years down the line, this is going to be basically standard in every workplace. Yeah. The way our country is now, we're looking at the benefits of activity and seeing exactly what inactivity is doing to us. It can cause heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer, believe it or not.
I noticed that you're able to talk just fine while walking on the treadmill, and doesn't seem to be messing with your train of thought. I'm wondering if I can do the show from there. It's kind of an interesting idea. Maybe Chelsea and I'll have to do our show this way. We'll just have two of them set up, and we can we can do our news rundown, and we can do the weather from it. We'll be able to have more gizmos up here because we have this space.
Right, absolutely.
Which is great. I mean, this would be great for a tower or anything, right?
Right. Generally, your laptop or a keyboard will fit here. You can have your phone.
iMac.
We even have a monitor mount that fits here, so you can look at your monitor eye level, plus it's off the desk, so you can have some more space.
I like that a lot. That's true. That's a terrific idea. Well, it's obviously the controls are integrated into this as well.
Right, exactly. It's very easy to control everything here. You've got your steps, your time, your calories, distance. Everything is tracked here. We also have a LifeSpan Fitness Club in which you can input the results here into this online software program and basically track your health and fitness.
Now, I noticed one thing when I was playing with it off camera before we went on camera, that the speed that it starts out is much slower than a typical treadmill.
It starts out at 0.4 miles per hour and it goes up to 4 miles per hour. Now, a lot of people see a treadmill and a desk, seems like an oxymoron. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people wonder, well, how do I work out and work at the same time? Well, that's a misconception. Basically, you're simply staying active. I'm only walking at about 1.5 miles per hour. So I can talk, I can type, and I'm moving, and I'm getting the benefits of walking throughout the day rather than those side effects of sitting.
Yeah. One of my jobs, I had a really long cord to my phone, and I made a point of really getting around. But the idea of being able to do it and still be at your desk is a terrific thing.
Right. Now, a lot of people ask too, well, what if I make my own? Maybe I could spend $500 on a used treadmill. Well, one thing that we've done with our treadmill is we've retorqued this motor so that it can run at very low speeds over 6 hours a day.
And quietly.
Very quiet. As you notice, you can't really hear this thing.
Yeah.
So you can hold a conference call on speakerphone. Nobody knows you're on it.
That's really cool. It's your little secret.
Exactly.
This is great. So I'm assuming that you're selling these like hotcakes already.
Absolutely. When it started about 8 months ago, it was kind of a novel idea. A few people had heard of it, but mostly it was, makeshift ones. There's other companies that make them. They sell it for $4,500. Wow. We sell ours for $12.99.
Geez, really? That's nothing.
It's nothing.
That is amazing.
It's nothing.
For the health and wellness of your employees, it's well worth it.
Absolutely.
So you potentially could have a whole line of these in an office somewhere, and
right.
I imagine it'd kind of be neat, where you've got just you and your buddy you're working right next to you. You can be passing papers back and forth and getting some stuff done. It's kind of and knowing that you're healthy all the time.
Exactly.
I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah, you know what? And I'll be on the computer. I'll phase out, be reading emails, be on Twitter, whatnot. I'll look down. I'll walk 2 miles, burn 400 calories. I forgot that I was even walking.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it doesn't have I noticed it doesn't have like a place to put your Diet Coke, which is probably a good thing, right? You're encouraged to put a little water up here.
A little bit of water, sure. Yeah,
it's a good thing, but that's the typical, right? In America, we'd figure out a way to ruin it. Oh, let's stick a place for a Coke right next to it. But I can envision easily an office of these, which I suppose you could kind of keep track of how you're doing against your peers, right?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, we have a lot of offices picking them up. Mostly, at first when it came out, it was mostly attorneys, physicians, educators who were picking these up. Now we're seeing them go everywhere from call centers to even studies like at the University of Utah. Next year their medical center is going to have a bunch of these and basically going to do a trial to show that you can be productive while being on one of these as well.
That'll be good for you guys, for sure, to be able to prove that. I'm sure you already feel that way.
Right.
But, nice to have that proof on paper. Well, I think it is about time for me to get on it. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to be on the treadmill under some instruction, and we'll see how things go.
Okay, perfect.
All right. We'll be back with more of the Mountain Morning Show in just a moment. Welcome back. You're about to watch the guinea pig of the office, Joe Davis, on a desk treadmill. I try a little of everything around here, and here we are. This will be pretty exciting. And now I'm going to start this off just at the lowest speed, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just hit start here. We'll start here.
I bet you can't even tell to move. Give me a little countdown. 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Launch.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. Not even. It's barely moving. Which is really, that is kind of the hallmark of the thing, is that you can go very slow.
You can,
So you literally could just do this and just be walking all the time.
Most people find this pace to be uncomfortably slow.
Yeah,
so
it's a little odd.
I would speed it up to about 1 mile per hour.
I can see it if I was on an irate call with somebody and something like that.
Generally, you want to walk faster so you can get your yelling in better.
We can't control the weather at the airlines. That's all I'm saying. Don't you understand? Yeah,
exactly. So try 1 mile per hour. That's a good starting speed with it.
All right.
Most people can talk, can write, do everything at that 1 mile per hour.
Yeah, I could write
very easily.
Let's see. You can work the iPad here.
Exactly.
This is terrific. All right. Yeah, not bad at all. I can definitely do some work here. Pull up my notes for the show today. Chelsea's going to talk about the Olympics. There's a surprise. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is pretty fun. I don't mind this at all. And you've got a nice place to put your arms.
Oh yes, absolutely. The armrest here will help stabilize your mouse, stabilize your hands as you're typing. So
it's not bad at all.
So yeah, basically when we designed this, we're looking at treadmills online that other people had made, treadmill desks, and we'd seen that a lot of people would have wires hanging all over.
Oh, yeah.
So we came up with this cable management system. Simply run your wires here. Could put your adapter here, your power.
I don't have to worry about catching one with my foot.
Exactly.
That'd be bad.
Right.
And then there's some other safety features as well. You've got this little gizmo here that you're typically hooked to, and boom, it stops.
Stop it. Exactly.
Okay, so let's start that back up here.
Now, one thing it does, it only goes to that 4 miles per hour, so you don't have to worry about flying off of it. Most people aren't even going to attain that speed. But one reason why we did that is this can basically work for somebody as short as 4'10" to as tall as 6'8".
Really?
Now, somebody 6'8" that wants to take a brisk walk, they might go up to that 4 miles per hour. most people won't.
Well, I'm at 4 right now.
You're at 4?
Not
okay.
too bad.
Let's see.
It
takes just a second to get up.
Oh, so I'm not quite there yet.
Not
I'm
quite
getting
yet.
up to 4 miles an hour.
Yeah, it wants to warn you first and make sure. Are you sure you want to walk those 4 miles per hour?
So,
okay.
All right, well, here we go.
Right.
So the question also is, this does not have an incline, right?
It does not have an incline.
Yeah.
Now, people ask me that all the time. Well, why doesn't it? Well, the one big reason why is, number one, it's not really safe to walk at an incline and try to type at the same time. You're going to be hunched over like this.
Yeah.
Basically, then you have a chance of falling off at your office, getting hurt, and your insurance being upset at you.
I feel like just in honor of the Olympics, we should be playing the theme from Chariots of Fire or something right now.
Exactly.
As I'm walking along the beach and typing.
Right.
All
But
at the
you
same
see,
time.
even at this 4 miles per hour, that motor isn't humming. I mean, that's
and I can still
quiet.
do the job.
That's quiet for full speed.
I can still do the job.
Yeah,
You can't really tell that I'm.
Right,
Can you
exactly.
tell? Can you hear it in my voice that I'm running right now while or walking while I'm talking to you? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, this is really cool. Well, so where's LifeSpan out of?
Well, we originated from Park City. We now are on 1700 South and about 7th West in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
We've got numerous ways to pick this up. Number one, you can actually come down to our showroom at the same address. Otherwise, you can go on to www.lifespanfitness.com. There you can get all the information. You can order from there.
Well, the price seems right for sure for something like this, because typically I would expect to spend a lot more on a treadmill, let alone one I could work from.
Right, exactly.
Pretty cool. So even if you just got an office where they said, yeah, you can bring that in, you could buy your own.
Right.
If you had to.
And a lot of offices are actually picking these up for like a community setting. For example, 5 people will share, 1 to 2 units, and they'll,
Trade
use
off.
it throughout the day. Exactly. An hour,
really
2
cool.
hours a day. So.
Well, this is really neat. I really like this a lot. And I love how the transition between speeds and everything is slow.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's so fast that you can't.
Yeah, it won't jerk you around. I mean, when we designed it, it was safety first, obviously.
Right.
We wanted to make it as safe as possible. We wanted offices to be able to pick it up without the insurance company saying, hey, this is a health hazard, a tripping hazard, And a lot of people, they find that it's very, very easy to use, very natural. We've been walking since we were a year old, so this is just the next step.
That makes sense. Evolutionary. Yeah. Well, Mr. Brooks,
it was a
thank
pleasure.
you kindly for coming on the show
so
and
much.
sharing
Thanks
this
for
with us. I
having
think this is a great device. I like this a lot, and I can see the health benefit for sure.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to make our boss give me one to put right over there next to Chelsea, and I can just talk to her while she's sitting, whatever we have to do.
It's actually easier to think on your feet. I don't know if you're picking that up or not.
I've heard that.
So, yeah.
All right, well, we'll be back with more of the Mountain Morning Show after these commercial messages. Don't go anywhere, please.